I got for selling me clothes, open for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil show me sergeant.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, old Mac Tightwad here. Just going to try and do a quick video here. One to finish off a video that I did very early days on the plateau, which was where I found a lightweight silver reflective tarp. Came in green and DPM, reasonably cheap, although looking at the site now, the guys put them up a little bit, send away to Taiwan. These are not the most robust tarp in the world, but as other people have found out, you can slip these tarps once folded into your trousers, sort of military sort of pocket, very very small, ideal for your go bags, your 24-hour bags, your fart bags, and your big bags and your little bags, because it takes up no weight at all, and I think it's about 300 grams or something like that. Funky, Darren, he did an overnighter with his 24-hour bag, used this reasonably successfully. Bearing in mind, this is an emergency type tarp, not a full-on military tarp. Nobody's saying it is. And what happened there, and I sort of predicted that on my first video I did, and I'll link it to this one so you've got an idea what I'm on about if you haven't watched it. The tie outs weren't exactly brilliant, and one or two of them, or one gave way. So obviously when I saw Darren's overnight, I said, messaged him and said, flick that to me in a jiffy bag and I'll get that sorted out. I did say I'll do that for anybody that bought one on the original video, so it's not, just if you've got one, you've got the same problem, PM me and I'll see what I can do. I'll just show you what I've done there, so if you've got one, you'll know how I've just brought this up to what I'd say any sort of reasonable standard. But this is obviously an emergency tarp, okay? It's not full-on robust, okay? But one, it's cheap, two, it's lightweight, it's reflective on the inside, and I think Darren did a long fire in front of his basher, and these things certainly ain't fireproof, and he had a reasonably comfortable night while the fire was going, because the heat went into it and then came back. So I'll just show you. They come in green and DPM. I bought both, and I managed to get mine reasonably cheap. But like I say, the guys put them up a little bit. But at the ends here, these are the sort of tie outs. I'll get one here. These are, I'm sure I can see. These are the tie outs. It's the same material. So Darren, what I've done with all these, I've reinforced them with some stitching, mate, okay? Bearing in mind, we know it's never going to be stronger than the original material. As we've gone, so you've still got them too. Every single one of them has been reinforced with like crisscross stitching, help it take a lot more pressure. When we come to the corner, and there's four corners like that, mate, you'll see it's got a reinforced tab in there, piece of plastic, and I've used some 20mm webbing, okay? Again, you still want to keep this lightweight and easily packable, if that makes sense, because this is the one that you're going to have with you, and that's the beauty of these things. They're lightweight and they can go in your small bags. So I've done my normal stitching on there, mate, which is able to do because it's a nice piece of reinforced plastic, and there's one on each corner, mate. As I went round, and as I stated in the video that was on the plateau, if we can imagine, if you needed to set that up in the A-frame, mate, it hasn't got a tie off on the short side. So what I've done there, and again keeping it light and simple, it's some 25mm robust elastic, mate. I've given it a nice sew along there, so if your ridge line was coming down here, mate, yeah, and your ridge line was going off that way, you can get a piece of paracord, press a knot and tie that to there. And the way I've done that, Darren, because that's going to be caught by the wind a lot if you do that, mate, is that material, to take the strain off the stitching and the material itself, that elastic will have a little bit of give in it, mate, yeah, okay? That's going to last longer than obviously your tarp. There's nothing wrong with the elastic, mate, just don't want to use nylon, because it will give it that little bit of give when the wind catches it, mate, okay? Transferring some of the actual strain from the material surrounding and the stitching, mate. So as you'll see on the long side, it's got the ones that are already there, reinforced on all corners, mate, and on this short side in the middle, we've got up in the A-frame, mate, so it's that one there. And on the other side, I've done that elastic, mate, yeah? So, as I say there, you probably have your ridge line going underneath there, press a piece of paracord, and then you can actually tension it as well, mate, and that'll help. So, anybody's got one of them, and you want it sort of brought up to sort of, well, Mac Tightwad standard, bearing in mind I've still got to do my own, just give us a shout and I'll get that done. All Darren needed to do was, well, he did, shoved it in a bivvy bag, had my address, and sent it to me. So that's done now. Again, woke up today, just decided it was going to be a sewing day because it can get a bit tedious. And I've done a couple of bits now, still going strong anyway. So Darren, that's yours sorted out. Mr. and Mrs. Fenlady, if you've been if anybody's been watching my videos, they really have sorted me out a couple of times with a nice little bit of kit. So there's the actual bespoke size pouch for your cooker. You said you wanted still got the chalk in it, I have to rub it all off. A little belt pouch on the back, it may not go on the belt, but it can be attached to the side of a rucksack. And inside there, you said you wanted it a little bit bigger. There's the original pouch that goes on side of that. So thank you very much. Really is a little pleasure to do that for you. Because every time I've asked for something, you really have helped me sort of sort out a few bits of kit, and what goes round comes round. So that's been knocked out today. Again, I've a couple of hours on the same machine. When it starts doing your heading, you have to leave it alone because you start just going mental when it comes unfeathered. Something I've been meaning to do for a little while, and this is something for a Mac tight rod because I was getting a bit zimmed off. Some decent paracord there. I've just made a simple little pouch, and this is going to go obviously round my neck. One, I'm a horrible smoker, so it's got me lighter in there, and again very easy to get to, saves fumbling in your pockets all the time. A recent addition of mine, everybody's been on about them, the open all knives. So and I've still got some dust on that because I'll just give that a strop, and that is razor really sharp. Used that last time I was out on the overnighter with Mike Smith, and very impressed for that. For the weight of it, it's just unbelievable what you can do with an open-all. And yeah, that's made it into my little neck thing, and that will just slip in there, no worries. It's not actually coming out too much, it's always going to be around my neck. And what I've done there, something I've used in the past, used in the army, swear by them, and this is a good one, the Friendly Swede, a magnesium block, and obviously a ferro rod there, brand new, not going to do it. I always in favour of the old, and he sends it as well, the old bit of a hacksaw blade as a striker. So yeah, that's just going to go around my neck. The original one was just for a lighter, and I use that all the time. So I've got the ability to light fire, again light fire under difficult conditions, and a small little neck knife on just a little patch that goes round. Again, Colonel Chimp, I've got your was it squirrel cooker pouch, mate, but where I've been using the green material, I had 2.5 metres, God knows how long ago, it's just, I haven't got the length, mate, so I'm sending off for some more. You haven't been forgotten about. So hopefully today, over the next few days, Big Martin, what he did was, he had I put this on there, very familiar to you all, a Leatherman. Now when he was a Leatherman Wave, which I think at the very top of the range, I think he's £110, he kind of lost this when he was over on his permission, and lo and behold, the guy who owns the land actually walked up to him and gave it him back. And as we can see, that's what happened. It was upside down on the belt. Okay, this pouch, very, very hard, and that button comes undone easily. I'm not sure if that's a local modification you did there, Martin, with the old adding a fire steel little piece of elastic round there, but Martin's I've just took it off him, right, and what I've said is I'm going to design a pouch, make a little pouch for that and the fire steel, and there's all the little attachments that go with it and the fire steel. But the one design criteria, and I may do a video of this, a separate video, is that it doesn't come out and it doesn't get lost. Bless him, his missus Carol went out and spent £110 on another Leatherman, so there's two of them, but that's cool because his missus is an outdoorsy type lady and she's nicked the other Leatherman. So yeah, Big Martin, Outlander Bushcraft, that's going to go inside the pouch, mate. So is that, with a big old flap over. I've got some brown Cordura nylon, mate. Again, I'm sending off for some more green, but as I did that pouch with a first aid kit, a little fire kit in it for you, that you keep on this sling that you wanted for the knife you had off 0 pence. I've still got some of this in there, mate. I'm going to make it out of brown Cordura, so all your kit's roughly, well, it's all the same, mate, yeah? So that's going to be my next ongoing project. Okay, mate, so I haven't forgotten about you, and I've actually sat there and thought about it. I haven't got enough green material to do a great deal no more. That's the old Cordura nylon, but I have got some brown, Martin, so that's going to go. And just a few little teasers. Facebook, guys, come up. He's got 10 metres long, 5 metres wide of sheet Gore-Tex, very hard to find, and when you find it, need a bank loan to get it. £20. So that's 10 metres long by 5 wide. I'm thinking lean-to shelter. I'm gonna put sides on it and a little full out the front, so maybe like a baker tent. That's what initially first comes in my mind. That's in to use that DPM Cadora nylon. 20 quid. Lucky. And I know it was Phil Outdoor Lip was a bit gutted he missed that. Sorry mate, just picked up the post, but you know what you're looking at as well. That was a right result for that. That cost you a fortune. And I'll show you something here. Colonel Chimp will obviously be getting the fat on. He's a camouflage slut. I've got 10 metres by almost 160 wide, and that's quite unusual of the Danish sort of their camouflage material. And this is quite robust. It's not like Tarp material, it's about 2 gauges up from that, so it's about 5-ounce nylon. And that's 160 wide by 5 metres. I've got a lovely little plan for that, and I just think that's a cracking piece of camouflage there. Saw the old Danish camouflage because the guy had a pair of trousers on when I was at the old Suffolk bushcraft meet, so yeah, really happy to get that. And from Point North, anybody wants to know where to get it, I'll send you the link. 21 quid for 5 metres of this material. You're having a laugh, aren't you? They do say it's got a slight imperfections in places with the camouflage, not that I've noticed, and not one that I'm wearing. The material's fine, it's just the printing on the camouflage was a bit off, so I've let it go. 5 metres, 21 quid, and then it cost me 25 quid all in with poachers and packing. So that's a ongoing project. That is. Same with what I'm going to do with the Gore-Tex material. On that now, I'm getting a bit rubbed off with the old sewing, so I will give a shout out to a guy, DogSoilders. I dropped his link in, absolutely fantastic bloke. Come across his videos a short while ago. I watched it again, but I did say on the old covert overnight, if anybody's got an old Tarp they don't want or whatever, you know, I could buy it from. Well, he's PM me, asked for my address, and sent the Tarp, got it, absolutely brand new DPM Tarp. As he says, he's ripped back rooms like a quartermaster saw, doesn't want no money for it, refused to take money for it. So I think what I'll do now is, that's an easy enough, no stress, no aggravation sewing job. I'm going to rip all the sides off that and make exactly the same bed that I had for Mike Smith. So that's how I'm going to finish off today on that. Anyway, just a little update, and hopefully the Cadora nylon, the green stuff I've got on order, she'll get back to me and that will come soon. Martin, you'll get your pouch. Dave, as soon as that Cadora nylon's, mate, within a week I'll get it done. And just a little shout out though, if at any time I've said to you, oh, I'll do this or I'll do that, or I can make you one of them, and I haven't done it, PM me, okay? Because what I need to do, and what I have done in my old age, is starting to write things down, have a little notepad by the computer. So when I notice something, I'll make a comment, or I'll do this or I'll do that. I've actually got a record of doing it. Bearing in mind, probably like you, I watch YouTube videos late at night when I'm tired and probably should be in bed. And obviously me old timers, as my wife is calling, it's kicking in. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for that. Just a quick short video, and obviously if you've got one of them lightweight tarps, which is why I come out to make the video, and you want something like I've done that for Funkies, and I'll do it for anybody, PM me, it's a jiffy bag to me, and I'll get the job done as soon as I can and back out to you. Anyway ladies and gents, take care and be safe.